Growing concerns of potential gun grabbing around the country. One California man filled out all the paperwork, he says, eventually filed a federal lawsuit to have 21 seized firearms returned to him. He was awarded money for the value of the guns because police say they destroyed the weapons. Second Amendment lawyers argue this happens all the time, all across the country, but does it? Judge Anna Napolitano, Fox News senior judicial analyst, with me now. Sir, good morning to you.
Bill?
You say gun confiscation is actually not a new idea.
No,
Why?
but it has been ratcheted up in recent years. It is a reaction by local officials, typically liberal Democratic politicians, reacting to the movement by the federal courts in favor of recognizing gun rights. All of this stemming from a Supreme Court decision written by Justice Scalia about 5 years ago, which defined and declared once and for all, after 230 years, that the Second Amendment protects a natural fundamental right to self-defense, and it is the government's burden to show why it should be interfered with.
So maybe it's this case in California, maybe it's somewhere else, but the public officials would argue we're doing this in the interest of public safety.
Well, if a person has an argument with a school teacher or a doctor or a cop and uses words he shouldn't use, he doesn't have a gun on him, he doesn't make a threat, he shouldn't be surprised if he legally owns guns that a SWAT team will show up at his house and seize the guns. And then when he sues to get the guns back, he gets cash, the fair market value of the guns, but not the guns themselves.
So you're saying that's common?
Yes, and it is absolutely profoundly unconstitutional. But some judges who disagree with Justice Scalia's opinion and the Supreme Court's opinion on the right to keep and bear arms have been letting this happen without due process, without a hearing, without an opportunity for him to defend himself.
I think you would argue if the reason why you have to register in the first place so the state knows who has what and where.
Well, the state wants to know who has guns so it knows who to take them away from when the state is worried that people will have guns. What is the state worried about? My right and your right and the right of everybody watching us now to own a gun is as natural as our right to free speech and press and worship and travel and privacy. But the liberal politicians in this country that hate guns continue to try and wear away on it, even after these Supreme Court opinions upholding that right.
What did Jefferson say about this?
When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. When the government fears the people, there is liberty. I'm with Jefferson.
Yes, you are. Thank you, Judge.
So's the Constitution.
I see it, and I hear it. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure, Bill.